All right, we're about to go ahead and get started. All right, with that being said, Shalom. This is Precinct Officer Zaquan of the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge under Commander Junior Yahanna. All right, we are the I.S.U.P.K. We start out on 1 West, Harlem, New York, 125th Street. You understand? And we're being led by Commander Junior Yahanna. If it's not under Commander Junior Yahanna, then it's not of the truth. All right, and you're learning the lie. All right, so now the topic of this class right here is the kid boy predicament, the kid boy problem. If you don't know who the kid boys are, then I'm gonna tell you who the kid boys are. The kid boys, okay? Let me see, I cannot explain it. The kid boys are a group of individual young adults, teenagers, young adults, you understand, that have gathered themselves together. And their main goal is to basically, I'm not going to say cause havoc or cause mayhem, but the majority of the time they steal cars. They steal cars, go on joyrides, run from the police, and end up crashing the vehicles. Okay? And, most of the time they hotwire your cars. Your car, the cars that they hotwire and whatnot, it's Hyundai and Kias mostly. That's what they specialize in. Hyundais and Kias. All right. So, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get into the class. It's just a brief introduction of who they are. Okay. But now we're going to go into a deeper breakdown. You know what I'm saying, of the mentality and the cause of the kid boys. All right. First, we want to go into Exodus chapter 23, verse 2. All right. Hey, Shalom, what's going on with it? Shalom, Lord Christ. Okay. So now we're about to go to Exodus 23 and 2. And then we want to give a deeper breakdown about the kid boys' mentality. All right. All right. This is Exodus chapter 23, verse 2. This is what the Bible says. The Bible says, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil." Okay? Let's break that down right there. The Bible says, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil." You understand? What is that? That is like a typical gang behavior, cartel behavior. Just a group of brothers and whatnot that's gathering themselves together. You understand? Trying to find brotherhood in the wrong places. You understand? I've grown up, you grown up. Especially as men, we know, because as we was growing up, we joined gangs, followed a multitude to do, criminal behavior and stuff like that. Come on. This is the same thing right here. You understand? The kid boys, they gather themselves up and they steal cars. They steal cars. They go on joyrides. They do everything that, that's your typical individual, your typical individual gang do. You know what I'm saying? This is nothing different. This is nothing new. It's the same exact problem that, we always have within the Black and Hispanic and Native community. You understand? It's just a group of boys coming together to be criminals. You understand? And of course, is it their fault? You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily blame them. They have to take responsibility, for their part of the problem. You understand? But who do I actually blame in the process? I actually blame the leadership. You understand? I actually blame the leadership. I actually blame the parents. All right? I actually blame them. I don't blame them I blame them for their behavior, but I don't blame them at the same time. You understand? Because when you have a bunch of misguided individuals, you understand? I mean, that don't have a correct path or someone in that life to steer them the right way. That's what happens. You expect to become a criminal. Expect to sell drugs. Expect to break into cars. Expect to be in a high-speed chase with police. Expect to do everything evil under the sun. You understand? These are a bunch of boys that's misguided. They're misguided, and at the end of the day, their leadership failed. The people that was supposed to guide them in their life has failed them, man. They have failed us, and this is what we learn in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General Yahanna. We learn to be leaders. We learn not to follow a multitude to do evil. You understand? We learn to gather ourselves together for good, to look out for one another, to help each other. You understand? To protect one another. You understand? This is what we learn in the I.S.U.P.K. We learn actual brotherhood. You understand? Imagine growing up. You're growing up and you trying to fit in. You understand? You're trying to fit in. You're trying to feel what brotherhood is, and you join the gang. You join the gang because you're expecting to find that brotherhood that you've been trying to look for growing up. I know I have. You understand? I know a lot of, what I'm saying, brothers and sisters out there have. You understand? You looking in the wrong places, you know what I'm saying, to find brotherhood, to find sisterhood. And you find it in the wrong people, in the wrong individuals. So now you're robbing corner stores, or you're selling drugs, and you're doing everything, every evil thing that you could think of. You understand? To impress these individuals, to impress your so-called friends. You understand? But we gotta learn. First of all, we gotta learn. You know what I'm saying? First of all, it's because the lack of leadership. Our leadership in the Black and Hispanic and Native community are weak. You understand? Instead of helping the brothers and sisters to guide them into the right path, guess what? They shun you. They shun you guys, man. They think you no good. You ain't going to amount to nothing. You ain't going to be nothing. You understand? You're going to end up dying. You're going to end up going to jail instead of helping these brothers and sisters, man. They crying out for help. You understand? Imagine you growing up. You was crying out for help. You went to join the gang. You went in robbing and killing and stealing because you thought this is what brotherhood felt like. You thought this was what sisterhood felt like. You understand? And then you wanted to fit in. You wanted to fit in where you belong. And guess what? You fit in into the wrong environment, into the wrong people, into the wrong circle of people, man. You fall into people that lead you down astray. You following people, you understand, that don't have your well-being, you know what I'm saying, first. You got grown men that's leading these boys to do evil in one night, risking their life and getting them in a tough situations and have them doing long amounts of time in prison. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on. We call them the OGs in the hood. These OGs told, you know what I'm saying, the younger gangsters what to do, who to rob, who to go kill, who to extort. This is what's going on in the hood, man. And it's because of lack of leadership. Now, this is what you learn in the I.S.U.P.K. You learn how to, a man and a woman, we learn how to lead in our communities. You understand? We learn to be the father for the fatherless. You understand? Look, we're gonna look up a data chart. You understand? And we're gonna show you one of the reasons why, you know what I'm saying, is the kid boy predicament. All right. So let me pull up this chart. Give me 1 second. One second. I'm about to set it up. Just bear with me. About to share screen. Okay. All right. Okay, you see this? This is Black children statistic, family living arrangements. I brought this out before. I'm gonna bring it out again because this is huge and this is dynamic to what I'm bringing out. All right. This is the household, the family household. This is the family living arrangements. You can find this on blackdemographics.com. All right. This is black children. We're looking at the black children in a two-parent household. It's only 42% of black children being raised by two parents. And it's 46% that's being raised in a single-parent household, mainly by the mother only. You understand? That's heavy. And why is that so heavy? Because a lot of us then grew up in a single-parent household. A lot of us grew up with just our mom. You understand? Especially for us boys. For the boys to grow up in a single parent home situation just with the mother, you understand, that can have catastrophic effect. You understand? Boys are growing up to be emotional. You understand? We're growing up to, instead of thinking logically, we're growing up to think with our feelings. And all of that leads to black on black crime. All that leads to violence. All of that leads to drug addiction. All of that leads to, you know what I'm saying, a lot of other things, man. All that leads to a lot of other things. Give me 1 second. Let me fix this up real quick. Okay, I just wanted to bring that out to you know what I'm saying, let you know that, you know, a child in a child living in a two-parent home is successful for the child. A child have a better start in life, better opportunities, more likely to overcome poverty and be successful. You understand? It's known. It's facts. You can look it up. Children are far more successful in a two-parent home than a single-parent home. Okay? And then guess what? I guarantee you that majorities, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all of them, but the majority of these kid boys, they being raised in a home with their mother. You understand? In a home with their mother. They be around that feminine energy all day, every day. They go out to find some masculine energy. Where do you find masculine energy at? They go to the streets. And who do you find? You join the gang. You join the gang to, you know what I'm saying, to go, you know, steal people's cars, to ride in the car, joyriding in the car, to run from the police. You understand? Go on a high-speed chase. You understand? Dangerous behavior because you're lacking brotherhood, and you need brotherhood, and you yearn for masculine energy. Okay? Shalom. Hey, shalom, Kamai. What's going on? Shalom. Y'all was smart that by Shimmy outside. You understand? You yearning for masculine energy. I mean, come on. This is why they do it. They do it because they think it's cool. They think it's cool. And like I said before, they trying to impress their people. They trying to impress their friends. You understand? They trying to make a name for themselves. Didn't we all try to do that growing up? Trying to join the gang, and you trying to do the most off the wall stuff to make a name for yourself, to set you apart from everybody else. You understand? This is no different. You understand? These are misguided kids, misguided young adults, misguided teenagers. You understand? Misguided teenagers that don't have the right leadership in their life. The only people that have to look at leaders are your Christian pastors, and your Christian pastors are weak. They too busy trying to get with the mom. They too busy trying to take her money. But guess what? They do a disservice to the community. They do a disservice to these young boys. You understand? When these young boys look at masculinity, they see them, and they look at them as weak. So they go to the streets to find strong masculine men, and they find the wrong ones. They find the wrong ones. You understand? But you bring your son to the I.S.U.P.K, we're going to whip him into shape, man. We're going to turn him into a man of the Lord. You understand? We're going to turn him into a leader to be able to lead his community, to be able to lead the people that he care about, to be able to be a judge amongst Israel. That's what we're going to turn your son into, man. Because in the I.S.U.P.K, we have righteous leadership. We got men that be a father to the fatherless. You understand? We're gonna get Psalms 82 and 3. All right. Psalms chapter 82, verse 3. Let me get that real quick. All right, this is Psalms 82, verse 3. It says, defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy. You hear what the Lord said? Lord said you got to defend the poor, man, and the fatherless. You understand? The fatherless don't have a guardian, a guide. A guide, like a father provides that guide, that masculine energy. You understand? Instruction, discipline. You understand? That's why it's so important for fathers to be in their kids' lives. This is why it's important for fathers to you know what I'm saying, for children to grow up with the father in the house. Because children need to see that. They need to see the black family dynamic. You understand? The mother is the soft, the nurturing side, and the father is the disciplinary. You understand? That provides instruction and guidance and leadership. You understand? And the mother provides, you understand, care and nurture and softness. This is why I say this all the time, and I say this, and I said this before. This is why the black family is so powerful. All right. Kamaya said, let me put this up real quick. All right. Kamaya said, I be trying to get my family to turn from the world, but there are literally none of them willing to give up their ways. I pretty much only see my people once in a blue moon now. It's sad. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Kamaya, we all in that predicament. Everybody that's in the truth, you understand? We in the same situation. You know, I be trying to tell my folks, you know, about the truth and whatnot. You know, it just comes to the point where you just, you know, you just gotta continue living your life, living for the Lord, keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, and eventually, you know, your family look at you. In fact, your family look at you and see how you're living and see how your life can change, and then they want to be a part of that and they want to learn how to change their life. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Look, I told them a few times already, I'm not going to even bother wasting my voice. I told them, but they see me how I changed. They see that I'm not a drug addict. They see that, you know, I don't do things, the evil things that I used to. You understand? So, you know what I'm saying? What the scriptures say, I'm paraphrasing. You got to be a light. All right? Just let your light shine, man. Just keep the laws. You know what I'm saying? Your family going to look at you and they going to change their life. Okay? But yeah, you know, and that's exactly what we got to do for these for the kid boys, man. For these young brothers, you understand, that's yearning for brotherhood and that's yearning for guidance and that's yearning for someone to follow. You know what I'm saying? Commander Yahanna is the perfect man to follow. You understand? The perfect man to follow. Because of him and because of men like Captain Mal Quad and like men like Officer DeBarmouth, you understand? Like, you know, these are perfect men that's examples to follow. And now they taught me how to be a leader. And now I'm leading the communities. You see what I'm saying? We have righteous leadership in the I.S.U.P.K. And these brothers, you know what I'm saying, they need a righteous guide to guide them through life, to teach them what's right and what's wrong, to teach them how to be a man, to teach them how to, you know what I'm saying, a man you know what I'm saying, keep his word. A man do what's right in the Lord's eyes. You teach a brother that, you know what I'm saying, he's going to change and be a million times better than what he is. You understand? And he's going to live his life for the Lord. And he's going to live his life for the Lord. You change a brother's life like that, it's dynamic, man. This is why black. This is what we say in the I.S.U.P.K, man. We need, you know what I'm saying. We don't need a white man in the White House. We need a black man in the black house. You understand? That's why fathers are so important in the family household. This is why the black family is being persecuted. This is why the government poured billions of dollars into organizations like Planned Parenthood, in the organizations, into the music industry. You understand? They want to teach your children, you know, all the negative things that they don't need to hear, that they don't need to see. You understand? They want to tell them the wrong music. Want to have them hearing the wrong music. Come on, man. We got to be a positive example. We got to be father figures, man, to brothers, to young brothers that don't have a father in their life. What did we just read? What we just read in Psalms 82:3. We got to defend the fatherless, man. We got to defend the poor and defend the fatherless. You understand? Because the fatherless don't have no protection. What the scriptures say? The scriptures say, I'm paraphrasing, that in order to take over the strong man's house, you got to first bind the strong man. I'm paraphrasing, but got to provide these. We got to be doing these young brothers a disservice, man. You understand? And because they can't find righteous leadership, they're gonna turn to leadership that's not right for them. Why you think, young brothers join gangs and join cartels and join all other manner of wicked, evil groups? Because they yearn for the brotherhood, man. They yearn for attention. They yearn for guidance, man. All right, we're gonna let's go to Isaiah chapter 1 and 23. Let's go there. Anybody have any questions? Just go ahead and type your comment in the comment box. You understand? And then I see your comment. I'm gonna pull it up so everybody can see your comment. Look, Kamaya brought up a heavy scripture right here. All right, I'm gonna hold Isaiah chapter 1, verse 23. Let me get Ecclesiasticus. That's heavy right there. Let's get Ecclesiasticus 3 and 30. 30th thing, I mean. It's a heavy scripture. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 30, verse 3. This is heavy. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy. Let's break that down. He that teaches his son grieveth the enemy. You understand? Like, imagine you growing up and you teaching your child, you know what I'm saying, the law, statutes, and commandments. You teaching your child, your son, that he's an Israelite from whatever tribe he is. You understand that, you teaching your child all the right things. And he's going to grow up with that knowledge. That knowledge, he's not going to make the same mistakes that we making growing up. You understand? You're going to teach your child how to be better than you. He's going to be better than you growing up. He's going to know who his enemy is. This is why the scripture said that in Ecclesiastes, what we just read, he that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy. Because your enemy, you think your enemy wants to see your people destroyed. And what do it start? It starts with the next generation. The oppressor wants to see your son selling drugs, you know what I'm saying, shooting and killing other black and Hispanic people. You understand? But you teach your son the knowledge and the truth, teach him the law such as the commandments, he's going to love his people. He's going to do it every waking day. He's going to do whatever he can to benefit his people. He has that knowledge. He has that love for his people, man. That love that we didn't have growing up. We didn't look growing up. We hated other black people. We hated other Hispanic people. You understand? That's why you think black on black crime was an all-time high, because of all the hate that we have for one another. But you teach your son the truth, he ain't gonna never forget that. This is why the scriptures say that you got to teach your kids. You understand? You gotta teach. I'm gonna pull that scripture next, but this is so heavy what Kamaya bringing out. All right, let me keep reading. Ecclesiastes chapter 30, verse 3. He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. You want to rejoice in your son because you raising up your son, first of all, in the right direction. In the right direction. You point him towards the Lord. You teaching them, you know what I'm saying, a duty. That's the first thing boys got to be taught. They got to be taught duty. They got to be taught discipline. They got to be taught what's right and what's wrong in the eyes of the Lord. You got to put that fear in your son when they small, man. You got to put the fear of the Lord in him. And he grow up, man, he's going to maintain all of that. All that knowledge and all that information, he's going to use it to his advantage and to better his people. And to better his people, man. Man, that's a heavy scripture, Kamaya, man. Hey, I'm going to clap it up for you, man. Hey, you pulled an excellent scripture. Excellent. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes love is correction. You understand? That's why the kid boys are running amok in Milwaukee and Texas and Chicago, you know what I'm saying, and all these Midwestern states. It's because they haven't had that correction from a father, man. They haven't had that correction from a father figure that they can respect, from a masculine father figure, man. We can go up here to chapter Ecclesiastes 30:1. It says, he that loveth his son causeth him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. You know what I'm saying? You got to correct your son. Shit, if you gotta punish him, it says beat him with the rod. Now, come on, man. Look, we're not going into child abuse. We know the difference between child abuse and correction. We're grown here. You understand? I want to be the man. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to be the man that I am today if I didn't take all those ass whoopings from my mom. You understand? When I got in trouble and I was doing the wrong things, I got my butt beat. My mom said I came home. I was scared. I used to be scared to come home, man. When the school used to call my mom or whatnot, I wanted to run away. I wanted to run away because I knew what was coming when I got home. And that's, and you know what? That's correction. And that's love. It says it right here in the scriptures. He that loveth his son causeth him oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end. You think if my mother was in the knowledge of the truth and she knew the truth and she knew who she was, you understand? She'd be proud of me. I know she'll be proud of me of what I turned out today. You understand? I'm a certified priest in the Lord's army. And that's because of the grace and mercy of the Most High God. You understand? If my mom understood this, she'll be proud. But she don't understand. You understand? I'm living this scripture today. Verse 2, he that chastiseth his son shall have joy in him, and shall rejoice of him among his acquaintances. You understand? Imagine you have a son that's, that you leaving your whole legacy to. You have a son that he's following the Lord. He's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? And he's a prominent leader in the prominent leader in the community, and he served his nation. He became a priest, and he's teaching, and he's going to camp. You understand? I mean, he's doing everything good. I mean, come on, you're gonna be proud of your son. You're gonna be proud of this legacy that you raising, man. A good legacy from a good branch, off a good tree. You understand? I mean, look, a lot of fathers, man, you know, I'm talking right there. I'm talking right now, but you raise your son in the right direction, you're going to be proud of him in the end. You're going to be on your deathbed. You ain't going to have no worries on your deathbed. You're going to be like, I'm leaving everything to you. You're doing an excellent job. I'm proud of you, son. Keep it up and keep handing the direction you raise. Keep handing the direction that you're going, and raise all your future sons in the same direction as I raised you. Shit, I could die in peace. You understand? But that is a heavy scripture, though, Kamaya, though. You know, like I said before, heavy scripture. All right? We're going to go to Isaiah chapter 1, verse 23. If anybody have any questions, go ahead and type it in the comment, and then we're going to get to it. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 23. All right, it says this. Thy princes are rebellious and companions of thieves. Everyone loveth gift and followeth after rewards. Who was the princes? It says, thy princes are rebellious. Who are the princes that the scripture is talking about? This is a class. I'm gonna give you. If you're watching, you in tune. Who are the princes that the scripture is talking about? I'm gonna give you a minute. Thy princes are rebellious and companions of thieves. Who are the princes? Princes. Give y'all a quick second. All right. Okay, Diana said the 12 tribes. Okay. The princes are rebellious. Okay, that, I mean, you know, that's heavy. You can utilize that. You can utilize that. You can say that. You can say the 12 tribes. But it says princes, thy princes are rebellious. Now remember this. Remember the topic that we on. We on the kill boys. We on the defend the fatherless. We on. Come on. Just remember the topic. I mean, you can utilize that in the topic. You know, the princes. Well, I mean, you could say the 12 tribes, but it's mainly preferring like the men, the boys, the men. Okay, Kamai, you on the road right there. The youth. I'll take that. The youth. You understand? Of course, it's talking about the 12 tribes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wouldn't care about no other nation's kids. See what I'm saying? But yeah, mainly focusing on the youth, the princes of the youth. You know what I'm saying? Well, not princes of the youth, but princes as of, you know, the boys, the young men, the princes. So yeah, you can aim towards the youth. You can utilize that, Kamaya. It says, thy princes are rebellious and companions of thieves. So, you know, you could tie that in. The youth, the princes are rebellious. You know what I'm saying? These young kids, man, these teenagers, young adults, they're rebellious, man. It says they're companions of thieves. Ain't this what the kid boys is doing? They going around and stealing, you know what I'm saying, people's vehicles, joyriding, getting into high-speed chases, selling drugs, doing everything in the book. They're companions of thieves, man. And they're rebellious. What will make someone rebellious? What will make someone rebellious? What will make someone rebellious is not, someone that's not being led in the right direction. It's not being led in the right direction. Let's keep reading. Thy princes are rebellious and companions of thieves. Everyone loveth gifts and followeth after rewards. Ain't that what they doing? They following after rewards. They following after gifts. You understand? That's exactly what they're doing. Ain't that what a game maker do? They follow after gifts and rewards. They judge not the fatherless, neither doth the cause of the widow come unto them. I mean, come on. I mean, come on. I mean, what are we talking about here? You understand? This is why it's important to have a strong man, a strong black man in the house, a strong Hispanic man in the house, a strong native man in the house. To teach your children, man, teach these kids. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even about teaching your own kids. What do we say in the black, Hispanic, and native communities? You know what I'm saying? It takes a village to raise these kids. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not only going to raise mine, I'm going to raise all the other ones that's around, all the other children. Because look, right now we living in a community where we think that, you understand, that your children are not my responsibility. But let me tell you something, man. Your children are my responsibility, just like my children are your responsibility. You understand? The problem is that we all thinking like we individuals instead of thinking like a community, instead of thinking like a nation of people. We want to be individualites. We want to, you know what I'm saying? We want to, everybody want to be out for themselves instead of being for the greater good. The being for the greater good is your people. That's the greater good. But we want to be for ourselves, man. We don't want to do nothing if it don't benefit us. If it don't benefit us, then we're not a part of it. How about we start doing things that benefit us as a group? Doing things that start benefit us as a nation of people, instead of benefiting just us, just you and your household. Imagine if we all did that. Imagine if we all come together, like Zephaniah 2:1 say. We got to gather ourselves together. Imagine if we did that. Imagine how close-knit and tight that our families will be. And we all looking out for our children. We all looking out for our children. So our children, you know what I'm saying, are in our best hands. They're being looked after. They're being looked after not by my neighbors, but the whole community. I know back in the day in the neighborhood, if I was to get in trouble and my neighbor saw me, then guess what? My neighbor would whip me, bring me back to my house. My mom would whip me. My stepdad would whip me. I mean, damn, you got it 3 different ways. But that don't happen no more because we so scared of the youth growing up. This is why the scripture also say children will be thy oppressor. Let's get that. This is Isaiah chapter 3 and 12. It says, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. You hear that? Right now, we so scared of the children, you know what I'm saying, that we don't even want to say nothing to correct them. We out there, we outside, and we watching children act up and doing high risk behavior. You understand? Running in the street, playing in the street, cars zooming past, and we don't want to open our mouth and say nothing. They out there playing with glass and stuff like that. You don't want to say nothing. They out there doing this and doing that, and we want to keep our mouths closed because at the end of the day, we scared of the kids. We scared of the generation going up. Y'all scared of the 13, 14, 15-year-olds growing up. You scared of the 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds that's grown. We scared of them. That's the problem. We scared, and which is why the scriptures say that children is our oppressors. You understand? The children oppressing the woman oppressing the man. I mean, come on, man. It's a trickle-down effect. Just like the government wanted. Just like how your oppressor wanted. You understand? Not only they oppressing us, but the kids are oppressing us. And then the women are oppressing us. I mean, come on. You got total annihilation of the black family. And when I say black family, I'm talking about blacks, Hispanics, and natives. Total annihilation of the black family. This is why we got to go back to the scriptures. We got to go back to the words of the Lord that's in this Bible. We strayed from it. We strayed too far from it. You understand? I'm going to read it again. Isaiah chapter 3 and 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. You want to know why the kill boys exist? They exist because children are their oppressors. The kill boy, you scared of the kill boys, which is why you don't do nothing, which is why you don't correct them. Okay? And I guarantee you, most of them was probably come from a single parent home. Okay? And then on top of that, the leaders. It says, "O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths." It's a trickle-down effect. And it's exactly what Kamaya said right here. She said everything is all twisted up and out of order. And I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. Everything is all twisted up. Everything is all upside down. And this is what America is all about. America thrives when, you know what I'm saying, when the black, Hispanic, and Native community is upside down. It's all twisted up and out of order. America thrives. But the moment that we in order and we obey the Lord and we gather ourselves together, man, I guarantee you, America is on its way out the door. America is going to get shut down. You understand? It's going to be another Dust Bowl for America. It's going to be another Great Depression for America. Just like back then in the 1920s, when it was the Great Depression and black people was thriving, we were thriving under extreme conditions. And then the white man had to bomb it Bomb Black Wall Street. Come on, man. But this time we're gonna have the Lord's protection. Back then we was gathered together, but we didn't have the Lord's protection because we weren't keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Now, if we do it, the Lord's going to protect us. All right. Let me see. Where else we going to go? Let's go to Ecclesiasticus 4 and 10. Hey, Shalom. Yahweh Shamar Thabah Hashem Yahushua. What's going on, sis? How you doing? All right. We're going to Ecclesiasticus 4 and 10. Okay. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 4, verse 10. It says, be as a father unto the fatherless. You hear that? This is what we got to be. This is what we got to be to the kid boys, man. Even though they running amok, ruining their lives, we got to be a father to the fatherless. You know what I'm saying? And how do you know that they're fatherless? Because they look at what they're doing. They're going down the wrong path. They don't have no guidance. You understand? No righteous example. You understand? Diana said, when will our people get tired of being the nation not desired? That's heavy. That is a heavy point, Diana. When will our people? You understand? The Lord is forcing our people to get up out of that. The Lord is forcing our people to come together. The Lord is forcing our people to look at the error of their ways, man. It's all happening. It's happening now. You understand? It is happening now. And the Lord is causing it. Kamaya also said the fall of Babylon means the rise of Israel. They ain't right. They ain't right. The fall of America means that Black and Hispanic and Native Indian people can become free from bondage, free from hatred. You understand? Free from these other nations, man, because these other nations are eating you up dry. They're eating you up dry, and they becoming rich off the backs of your people, man. This is why the scriptures say that we got to gather ourselves together. O nation not desired. Zephaniah 2 and 1. That's one of my favorite scriptures. Okay? It says, be as a father unto the fatherless, and instead of an husband unto their mother. So shalt thou be as the son of the Most High, and he shall love thee more than thy mother doth. You hear that? What's the point of that scripture? The point of that scripture is that we got to be the one to be the father to the fatherless. We got to be the example. You understand? We got to be an example. We got to say something. We got to not only say something, but we got to do something. You understand? This is why the men in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General Yahanna, this is why we have all types of programs. First and foremost, we got camp. We got the street teaching. We got prison programs. We got GED programs. We got youth programs. We got clothes programs. We got food programs. You understand? We got all these programs that are for free, for free for our people, Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives only. You understand? I mean, come on. And then we go out there and we go get our people and we bring them in. We go out there and we go out to the streets and we gonna talk to the kid boys. You understand? Captain DeBarmouth got a lecture coming up. It's called The Fatherless Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? A kid boy presentation. He's doing a lecture. It's coming out soon. Stay tuned. But we got to be the example now. The last generation failed, but we gotta fix the problem this generation. We gotta come back and we gotta love our brothers and sisters, man. That's what love is about. You know what I'm saying? This is what true love is about. Love ain't about benefiting yourself. Love is about benefiting your nation. It's about benefiting your nation, man. All right? Let's go back to the chart again. Let's go back to the chart. I like pulling this chart. Hold on 1 second. You see, we got to fix this. We gotta fix that. We gotta fix this. You know what I'm saying? And it all starts in the house. Starts in the house first. You understand? We gotta fix this. Only 42% of black children is living with two parents. 4% of that, 42%, not married to each other. You know what I'm saying? It's basically what is what we do now. You know what I'm saying? 38% is married. Okay, of course we don't believe in the white man's marriage, but okay, they're married. They stand together. And we got this 46%. Let me go down. Let me scroll down a little bit. Hold on. I'm gonna make it a little bit larger. Okay. Yeah. Okay, look, we got this 46%. Out of this 46%, 31% never been married. 1% is widowed. 7% is divorced. 5% is separated. You see that? Just about 50%, more than 50%. Well, just about 50% of children, black children, is living in a single parent house. You understand? I mean, look, that's what we got to fix. So what that means? How do we start? How do we fix that? What's the solution? First of all, we got to keep the black family together. You know what I'm saying? And it starts with us, men and the women. You understand? We get, you know what I'm saying? You get with a man or you get with a woman, y'all got to stay together, man. I got to stay. We have a knack of, I said this before, especially in women, man. Women, you know what I'm saying? They the ones that leave the relationship. They cancel the relationship. You understand? Cancel the relationship for any reason. You know what I'm saying? And then later on, they be with another man. Then be with another man. Then be with another man. Then be with another man. You understand? I mean, men do that too, but women do it at a much higher rate. You understand? We got a black family. You understand? For whatever problems or whatever reason, the woman leaves and get with another man. Or she just leave, period. And what that's doing, you just destroyed that black family. You just destroyed, you know what I'm saying, your children's chance of having a good life, a successful life. You see what I'm saying? We got to keep the black family together. And the men, and the men too. This ain't just for the women, it's for men too. We got to both, you know what I'm saying, compromise. That's what marriage is about. Marriage is about compromise. You know why marriage fail a lot? Marriage fail a lot because you think marriage is about love. Marriage is not about love. Marriage is not about love because once you stop loving in the marriage, then guess what? You're going to move on. So what's keeping that family together? It's not love. It should be, first of all, it should be the Most High. Because what does the scripture say first? The scriptures say that a man can't put away his woman save for adultery or fornication. And a woman can't leave the marriage unless her husband die. Or she can leave from she can leave from adultery or fornication also. So what does that mean? That means if a woman's married and she sleeps with another man, that's the only time a man can put a woman away. Or if she has unlawful sex. What is fornication? Fornication is unlawful sex. So what are some examples of unlawful sex? Bestiality, having sex with animals. What else? Having sexual relations with, someone that's in your immediate family. Like those are some examples of unlawful sexual relations, fornication. Okay? And the woman can lead a man if the man have sexual relations with another man's wife, a woman that's married, or the same thing, fornication. He's having unlawful sexual relations with an animal or, things like that. Or that too, Dionysus have sex with the same sex. That's another form of fornication. Okay? The water. And Kamaya said, basically anyone or anything that ain't your husband. I mean, look, if you did following the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments, that's going to keep a marriage together. That's going to keep a marriage together right there. If y'all was both following the Lord's command, no problem. You understand? But also, what else is keeping the marriage together? Duty. Every Black and Hispanic and Native family has a duty to his nation. You understand? We build a strong family, build strong family bonds, family ties. You understand? Building a unit. That unit helps support its nation. You understand? I mean, come on. The family dynamic is amazing, which is why your oppressor seeks to destroy it. Okay? All right. Let's get back to the scripture. Let me see where we left off at. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 1 and 17. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 17. It says, learn to do well, seek judgment, relieve the oppressed, judge the fatherless, plead for the widow. You understand? Look, I'm gonna tell you right. Look, the Lord is such a the Lord is such a righteous power, man. He's such a righteous power, man, that he wants a man to look out for the fatherless and look out for the widow. Why? Because a fatherless child and a widow are the two most vulnerable people that, you know what I'm saying, that's in our nation. You got a fatherless child that's growing up, you know what I'm saying, that don't have no guidance, you know what I'm saying, don't have no guidance, don't have no masculine structure, no discipline, a man that can teach. teach them discipline. And the woman that's a widow, she lost her protection. Of course, her protection is the Lord, but you know, how does the structure go? It's the Most High, Christ, man, woman, and her husband died. Then guess what? She lost her protection. This is why the Lord say you gotta fight for the fatherless. You gotta fight for the widow. That's how righteous the Lord is, man. The Lord is looking out, you know what I'm saying, for them, the ones that can't protect themselves, that can't help themselves. Okay. And also, Diana, let me show this real quick. Diana said also to build a strong marriage is to keep Mary Jane and Bobby and these no believers out your ear and feeding you negativity. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100. That's 100 and that's 1,000%. Not 100%. That's 1,000%. You understand? Because nowadays marriages are dictated on what other people think about your marriage. It's a lot of we have too many people in your business. You know what I'm saying? Your marriage gonna fail. You got this person whispering, yeah, blah blah, so blah blah, blase blase. Got this person over here in your ear, blase blase. You know what I'm saying? Marriages don't work like that. You understand? All it does is cause strife. It causes more issues in your marriage. You understand? The best way, this is what I learned, how to have a successful marriage. It takes kindness, first and foremost. You got to be kind in the marriage. The man and the woman, you got to be kind. It's the most big important part. First of all, this is the biggest part. You got to have your marriage structured on the foundation of the law, statutes, and commandments. First and foremost. Without that, your marriage is going to fail anyway. Okay? But once you have that, then it's kindness. All right? That's the main thing. You got is kindness. All right? Compromise. You're going to be kind in a marriage, there's going to be a lot of compromising. You're going to want to do things that sometimes you just don't want to do. But you're going to do it why? For the sake of the marriage. On both parts. You understand? So those are important factors. You know what I'm saying? When people say marriage is about love, 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 no, it's not. Marriage is about obeying the Lord. It's about building a strong family structure for your nation to benefit your nation, and it's about duty because it's every Israelite man, woman to have a family. And what that family do, that family is going to benefit his nation through ties and, you know, anything. Okay? All right. Any questions? Any questions, comments, or concerns? Go ahead and put it in the chat. Anything you want to bring up? Let's go ahead and type it up. Okay. I'm going to pull one more scripture and I'm going to end the class. I'm going to get Proverbs 22 and 6. This will be the last scripture. Okay. This is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 6. It says, train up a child in the way he should go. All right? That's why it's important. You know what I'm saying? You have children, it's important to teach them. Teach them while they're young. You know what I'm saying? You got to constantly drill them in their head about the Lord. Drill them about keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Drill in their heads about who they are. You got to drill your children in their head. You got to constantly teach them, teach them, teach them, teach them. You got to train them up on the good things in life. You understand? Teach them right from wrong. Teach them how to be an upstanding citizen. Teach them how to duty. Teach them discipline. How to benefit your nation. All right? You got to train up your children, man. This is the problem. If you don't train up your child, guess what? The streets going to teach them. Ask the kid boys. Ask them where they learn how to steal cars from. They're going to tell you. They learned it off another guy in the streets. That's what they're going to tell you. This is why important you got to teach your children, man. Yahanna said, teach them right from, hold on, let me pull it up. She said, teach them right from wrong and not to be out here with the kid boys stealing cars. Man, damn right. You got to teach your children right from wrong, man. And you'd be surprised in the black community how many parents don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Me growing up, man, I used to see parents. I used to go over to my friend's house and whatnot, and they moms just let them do anything. I'm talking about, man, one of my friends was bringing girls to the house. You know what I'm saying? Was doing anything, smoking weed in the house. And I thought that was freedom. I thought he had the best mom ever. Imagine my young brain, you know what I'm saying? He's smoking weed with his mom. I'm like, man, you got a cool mom. I wish I had a mom like that. No. Not knowing that that's the worst mom that you could possibly have. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because she's teaching them all the wrong things. First of all, there's no discipline. There's no discipline there. And also, I mean, come on. Well, I mean, it's always supposed to be a boundary. You're a parent and a child. There's always supposed to be a boundary right there. You understand? You just destroyed that boundary. Now the child's going to talk to you any kind of way, probably call you from your first name, probably call you by your first name. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't have no shame around you. I mean, come on. This is what parents do nowadays. Not teaching you respect, not teaching you discipline. I mean, come on. The list goes on and on. Yahanna said, to this day, parents rather be their child's friend instead of being their teacher. I mean, come on. That's self-explanatory. Self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? If you're a parent, your child is not your friend. Stop being buddy-buddy with your child. Your child is your child. And what does a parent do? Your parent has a duty to your child. You got to raise your child up in the law, statutes, and commandments of God. You got to be what Yahanna said of guidance. You got to guide your child. You got to teach your child. You got to nurture your child. You got to have your child. You got to have your child to grow in the right direction. Your child is like a plant. You want your child to grow upright, go straight up, not grow and then lean to the side, cock to the side, and you know what I'm saying. And you know, that's every parent. Every parent wants their child to grow up upright. Okay, and this is what Commander General Yahanna can provide for the kid boys. You understand? You come into the I.S.U.P.K. You wanna be provided, you know what I'm saying, with masculine men that's gonna be father figures, and that's gonna tell you what to do. We're gonna instill discipline in you. We're gonna instill discipline. We're gonna instill, you know what I'm saying, everything that a man's supposed to know. All right? If it ain't nothing else, I'm going to go ahead and end this class. All right? This is Priest and Officer Zaquan of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We started out on 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. If it's not under Commander General Yahanna, it is not the truth. You understand? It is not the truth. It is a lie. If you want the truth, come get it from the source. The I.S.U.P.K has been here since 1969. 1969. All right? This is the original school, and it's always going to be the original school. All right? With that being said, shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barak Thumb to my brothers out there, and Yahweh Shamar, Alathan by Shem Yahshua to my sisters out there.